At 5 Eyewitness News, you told us that fraud and wasted money are important to you, and that's why we're going after it. I'm Kevin Dorn, and every day 5 Eyewitness News is following the money in your neighborhood, asking the tough questions, looking out for you, and uncovering fraud with your tax dollars. We're listening, and we're working hard to protect your money. Watch and see the difference on 5 Eyewitness News.
Mishke here, joining the GL world to pitch my new podcast, which now comes out twice a week, Wednesdays and Fridays. The show features an extraordinary array of exotic circus performers, forgotten Hollywood starlets, reclusive Fortune 500 CEOs, professional taxidermists. Yep, wait a minute, that's a different promo. Where's the promo for GLers? Here it is. Let's try this again. Mishke here, pitching my new podcast. We're out of time? Could I do it again?
Arnold Investment Consultant brings you Garage Logic Podcast number 1650, October 30, 2025. Back in the old days of 1950, they were really in a beautiful stretch. The record high on this day was 83 degrees in 1950, and then tomorrow you'll discover they enjoyed the same thing on Halloween.
Is that our last 80?
Tomorrow was the last 80 of the calendar year.
Oh, man.
10 degrees on this day in 1925. Call Josh Arnold at 952-925-5608 for a free 48-minute consultation.
Hail the flashlight king.
And now, from the mayor's office above the boathouse on the east shore of Spoon Lake, it's Garage Logic with Chris Reavers manning Technology Corner, Kenny Olson from the Krabby Coffee Shop, John Haidt in the newsroom, and of course, the rookie. Here is your flashlight king, fireworks commissioner, and the keeper of common sense, your mayor, Joe Soucheray.
You know, after reading today's preparatory material, including, at Kenny's suggestion, a wealth of material from an outfit called the Minneapolis Times.
Yeah.
Where Carol Becker is the editor. She was featured mightily on Rick Capcella's, what was that called?
A precarious state.
Precarious state.
A precarious state.
After reading all this and
I know what you're going to say.
reading the local papers, I feel like Garage Logic is a guy standing in the middle of a prison yard, trying to get the attention of anyone to say, the guy over there's got a shiv, and no one's paying attention. So you just go back and sit on the bench and hope nobody stabs you to death while you're watching Playtime in the prison yard.
So basically what you're saying is, I had a conversation with somebody last night. I just said, to hell with it. Who gives, I mean...
Well, we're such outliers in the middle of this euphorian mess that it's just ridiculous. That guy's got a shiv. So what? Don't worry about it.
When Mamdani completely ruins New York and Fateh completely ruins Minneapolis, what the hell? Well, let's just enjoy the show.
No, you're on the right track. If you can't beat them, join them.
Why not?
Why not?
I'm going to sign up for EBT tomorrow.
I am too.
Dan, don't think I won't.
Don't think I won't. I might write a letter to the league office.
It's worse than you think.
No,
it's worse than you think.
Oh, it's wonderful.
I just sat in a meeting at the airport.
Yeah?
You were being briefed.
It was a benefits meeting, open enrollment. Do you know what the state has worked up January 1st?
I don't, Matt.
There's family leave.
Yeah, we got that coming.
I'm
going to get that. I want to take that.
Now what's going to happen is if you have a baby...
I don't think that's possible.
And you want to go
men
away.
can have babies.
Well, that's true. In the new GL, we can.
Men can have babies in GL.
Oh, I like this.
You are going to get 20 weeks state and employee paid.
We know that. That's the Family Leave Act.
Well, they're going to have, you can, it's not just having a baby.
Did you just say?
If you're caring for someone.
20?
Yeah.
How many months is that?
And that's annually.
That's almost
That's
5 months.
Starting the 1st, they're going to take 0.44%.
I got to tell you, I'm knocked up.
I'm having a baby.
You can't
having your baby.
I'm having a baby, and then I want your money for 20 months.
So do you
or 20
know-
weeks or whatever the hell it is.
This is going to spread like wildfire.
Of
All
course
these
it is.
people are just going to say,
If you don't think you got enough fraud now, wait till that hits.
Right. Anyway,
Can I throw something out there?
bring it.
Rook,
Be
based-
careful, though, because we're joining the team.
This is the new GL.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, to borrow a phrase in GL lore, starting January 1st, 2026, many Minnesotans and Americans are going to say,
I know what you're going to say.
I ain't feeling
I
it.
ain't feeling
I
it.
feel it. They're going
This show's
Datron. They're going Datron on me.
This show's going off the air January 1st.
Because we ain't feeling it.
For 20 weeks.
Yeah, we're all having babies.
That's 5 months.
400
5 times
babies.
5 times 4 is 20. That's 5 months.
Datron,
We'll
why
see
didn't you come to
again
work
in,
yesterday?
January.
I just wasn't
February,
feeling
March,
hey,
April.
Matt, I wasn't feeling it.
Okay, we'll be back June 1st.
Wait a
And
minute.
Hubbard has to pay us?
I think the state
Well,
does
you
using
apply
all our
for it.
money.
Yeah, you apply
which
for
I
it.
think
They
we should
take-
do. I think we should pitch in.
Yeah, they take your money, send it to the state, but you're paid from the state. And the bad thing is, in prior states where they've been doing this, the states are months behind.
Of course they are. It's not going to work.
So people think
Oh,
they're going
wait,
to
I'm
get their
sorry.
check.
It'll work. It
stop
will
that
work.
negative thinking in new GL.
That's right.
God.
It'll work.
I'm not feeling it.
If I bring my baby to work, will there be someone to take care of it? Or do I just have to hold it while I'm working?
I think, well, you want to bond.
I mean, once
this is for bonding.
Well, see,
they
but
call
once
it.
it's June 1st, my baby's only going to be 5 months old.
You still need more bonding time, so you're going to have your wife take the next 20 weeks.
Which one? I live in a collective.
Well, then that's no matter how good she looks, somebody's sick of taking her crap.
Boy, I'll say.
Boy, you got that right.
So wait a minute. You're right. We have been looking at this all wrong.
Absolutely, we
I
have.
now identify as a transgender man.
Yep.
I want to become pregnant after January 1st, and then I'm going to take, my 20 weeks.
I'm trying to decide who I think I want to be a marginalized person.
Okay.
So I think I want to be obese.
Wait,
Because
that's
the-
already me.
Well, okay,
No,
you have to
that's
you have
me.
to identify as somebody else. I'm gonna
Kenny's
be-
saying come up with your own malady.
I want to be a
You
plus.
bastard. I put a lot of work into this
I wanna-
bar.
I'm the fat one.
No, I'm going to be plus size.
Okay.
I want to be
Son of a
plus size for 5 months.
Oh,
How much long is the thing? 20 weeks.
20 weeks.
5 times 5 months.
And you know what? Rook's right, because that applies to both full-time and part-time employees, if I'm not mistaken. Correct?
Yeah. You.
So you work at Fratelloni's. You're a
I get the
cashier.
feeling here that we're screwing HBI, and I am not down with that.
I'm not either.
These people have been way good to me, and I can't. I can't do it.
I don't know if my IHS people will feel the same at the airport.
Oh, God.
The same loyalty.
You're going to have to double your staff.
And the bad thing is, I have to keep track of it. So if you're gone for 7 days, I'm the one that says, okay, he's got 19 weeks left. So I've got to keep a running total.
You got no shot.
Oh, my God.
I've already.
Have you already put in your 2 weeks?
The principal owners have already expressed their
They're confident.
disappointment.
They're confident. Say, our governor, who was just giddy about this new family leave deal, he's announcing an audit of 14 high-risk government services to stop fraud. Tim, you're too late.
He's getting to the bottom of it, huh?
Let's go.
Tim, you're way too late. I think voters can see that. This is ridiculous on your part to pretend you're now concerned. You let this go too long. Your department heads let it go too long. And I thought of something else. Not only are GLers outliers. You know what the best we can hope for is? And this is really a stretch. The best we can hope for, so long as somebody like Walz is the governor, the best you can hope for is that he accidentally hires someone qualified.
Competent.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm serious. Yeah. He hires somebody who has a job in Department of Human Services. No, let's make it for food fraud case. Let's make it the Department of Education. All right, because they're the ones who doled out the checks for the food fraudsters. And no one spoke up in the Department of Education. In fact, when the bleep hit the fan, Heather Mueller was allowed to just move on, conveniently leave, and they put some other joker in there.
To her next chapter.
Nellie Fox or whatever his name is. Look him up. I don't know. He's got a funny name.
Got
Willie
it.
Jett, maybe? Is it Willie Jett?
Plett. Wasn't it Plett?
No, Willie Plett played for the North Stars.
That's it.
This is Willie Jett. I
That
think it's
sounds-
Willie Jett.
Willie Jett, Commissioner of Education.
Yeah, so Willie's now the guy, and if it gets any worse for Willie, he'll get to move on. So Walz, he accidentally hires somebody good.
Yep.
That's all we can hope for, that he hires somebody, gal or guy, who's grade 3 level paymaster at the department, whatever title it would be. And he starts getting bills, or she starts getting bills saying Abdul Abami is feeding 5,000 people a week from this address. And what we need is a guy who said, hold on,
Wait a minute.
Check this out.
This Abdul guy says he's feeding 5,000 people a week.
He should get a Purple Heart.
Now just bear with me. And he thinks, at this address, it's on Lake Street, I'm going to go by there. So that night, on his way home from work, he swings by this address on Lake Street, and it's a storefront. And he gets out of his car, and he looks in there, and there's no evidence of food being served whatsoever.
Okay.
In fact, and he also thinks to himself, there certainly isn't any room here for 5,000 people a week. That's 1,000 people a day or less if you go 7 days a week. That's not plausible. In fact, if there were 5,000 people a week, wouldn't we have seen it on the news? There would be lines around the block of hungry children. So he files this away in his head, and he goes back the next day, and he says, well, I've got to talk to my superior. And he goes to his superior. Maybe he could have gone directly to Heather Mueller. I don't know how the chain of command would work when you're working for the state. But he could go to Heather Mueller, and he said, Heather, we got a bill here for Abdul Abwami wants another $7.2 million in food money because he said he's feeding 5,000 people a week at this address. Well, I went there. There's nothing there. This cannot be plausible. We don't know what is happening in that building, but what we do know is based on my observation yesterday, I went there on my way home from work, there's nobody in there, and there's no signs of food or the means to prepare food.
No empty bread bags.
Not to mention, Heather, that it's way too small. Even if this was on the up and up, it's way too small for somebody to be feeding 5,000 people a week. And then Heather said, well, dang it, Pete, you're right. We're going to put a stop to this. Mm-hmm. That never happened.
Instead, what did happen?
It just doubled down.
And when a stop was put to it,
Then they get Omar Fateh came over and visited your Cracker Jack Attorney General, who said, I'll take care of this, Omar.
Yeah.
He goes to Heather and says, keep paying him.
Well, how about the red flag of these Somalis really do a lot of work here?
Yeah.
They're feeding a lot of people.
Well, that's the best we can hope for in the future because the political class, we've thoroughly determined that we're in trouble with that.
That mythical person that you're looking for,
Yeah.
she exists.
Yep.
She works in the building there.
Right here. I know
And
who you
she
mean.
is so unbelievably
If Mary Shively had that role, ain't a dime getting
If
wasted.
I
on
became
fraud.
governor,
This would be over within a month.
if I
Within a
became
month.
governor, I would hire Mary and say, I don't care what you want for salary because whatever you want will be far less than the fraud I got to pay.
what I
So
told her.
name your figure.
When I said, when I win the lottery, name your figure. I just need you to keep me wealthy.
Right.
Just control me. And whatever you want to pay yourself is fine.
So
Wait. Before you move on from that, can you guys imagine if Mary stopped payments and Allah Abdi Dababa walked into her office and said, hey, oh, I would pay money to watch that
me
conversation.
too.
Mary would undress that individual up and down. It
There's
would be
no way
fantastic.
we're letting go of Mary. No way. No way.
So that's really all the citizens in Minnesota can hope for
Competence.
is that they get a Mary.
Right.
Right.
You know,
And then on that disclosure statement, they could rattle on one of the other Somali guys. That's he says he's been feeding $5
He got
grand.
weed.
Yeah, he got weed.
All right, now,
Here we go.
now we do know that a well-known, this is from Channel 5, which keeps investigating this fraud to their credit. We now know a well-known Minnesota nonprofit that collected millions of dollars from the state continued to take the taxpayer money even after its board chair was charged in a massive Medicaid fraud case.
Smart.
Wow. The nonprofit Ka-Jug was once celebrated by politicians and local officials and even won awards for its work with Somali kids.
Nice.
I'm sure it did. But the group's status in the community appeared to take a hit 2 years ago when the chair of Ka-Jug's board, Ali Elmi, was charged in the largest Medicaid fraud case at the time. Okay, but they just kept paying because, why not? Court records show the state attorney general's office accused Elmi, along with a group of defendants, of stealing more than $9 million from the personal care assistance program managed by the DHS. 5 investigators obtained financial data showing that even after the fraud charges came down in the fall of 2023, DHS continued to send Ka-Jug more than $600,000 in public money.
Goodness.
The Department of Human Services appears to be asleep at the wheel. Really? Said Representative Isaac Schultz, a Republican from Emdale Township, who sits on the state's new bipartisan fraud committee. All right. You can go to KSTP and read that full report if you wish, called What the Fraud, if you missed it on television. Here's the deal, gang. Short of electing someone intelligent who would completely clean house, the best you can do is hope for someone to get in there and not put up with this BS. They have some degree of pride and say, I'm not signing off on this BS. This is ridiculous. But we don't have that person. Now, I mentioned the Minneapolis Times, which is an alternative site. I don't think there's a print version of it, is there, Kenny?
I don't think so, no.
It's online, and they've got some great people on their staff, and Carol Becker's the editor. There's the Reformer. There's the Minneapolis Times. There's Alpha News. There's the Sahan Journal. And really, the Minneapolis Star-Tribune, the Minnesota Star-Tribune.
Get it right.
Should really realize that the growth of these other outfits are to take up the slack you've allowed to happen. These places wouldn't need to exist if you guys were doing some solid work, but you don't cover stuff like this. Katie Cashman, she needs to be defeated, Minneapolis. She's in Ward 7. Your candidate who might make sense is a woman named Elizabeth Schaefer, who's running against Katie. Well, according to the Minneapolis Times, Katie's breaking a lot of laws in her election advertising mailers. A recent campaign mailing from Katie featured Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara in his full MPD uniform. Well, that's not legal. The photo used in campaign literature sent directly to voters this week violates clear city and state rules prohibiting the use of police imagery in political materials. That didn't stop Katie. Not only that, but Katie's not a friend of the cops.
No.
But she's lying in this case.
I didn't know that. But we've seen uniformed officers in campaign ads.
Well, you'd have to rethink that, Chris, because I'm not sure you have.
Oh.
I don't think so.
Under Minneapolis Police Department Policy 1-306, the uniforms in political appearance, police personnel are explicitly prohibited from wearing their uniform in any political context. The rule exists to prevent any appearance that the department or its officers are endorsing political candidates or positions. When a candidate uses such an image to promote their candidacy, the responsibility lies entirely with that candidate. The Cashman campaign distributed the mailer to households across Minneapolis. pairing the image of Chief O'Hara in uniform with text praising the MPD. The intent is clear, to imply that the chief supports Cashman's campaign and policies. He does not.
No.
He does not. Chief O'Hara has not endorsed Katie Cashman, nor did she have his permission to use his image or likeness in her campaign materials. And even if she had his permission, he couldn't have been wearing his uniform.
Right.
He'd have to be in his
Right.
Bermuda shorts and a T-shirt that says, "I love Katie," which he doesn't have. In fact, according to sources familiar with the situation, Chief O'Hara was unaware that his photo would be used in the campaign meeting. And it just looks like one of those stock photos. They were somewhere, and a picture was taken, and Katie's people snapped that up and made a campaign mailer out of it, completely violating the rules. But you know what? We're the new GL.
That's right.
Who cares?
It's okay.
Who cares?
A question. Sorry, I missed
Who
the part.
cares?
I don't care.
Is this a city deal or a state deal if that's illegal? There's a reason I'm asking.
Well, it's a Minneapolis department. Police department.
That was my
policy.
question. Minneapolis Police Department. Okay,
Minneapolis Code 15.110.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Here, let me see what else Katie said. Well, she claims she wants to fully fund the coppers.
Even though she didn't.
Just
before.
months ago.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the
Well,
reason.
there's more here.
You got more?
Sure, the issue extends beyond legality to basic ethics. What do we care about ethics? They'll just shot anyway.
That was yesterday's GL.
Yeah. The city's ethics ordinance, 15.110, requires all city officials and candidates to follow city policies and procedures. But isn't that exactly what the mystery is opposed to? Policies and procedures which are merely the leftover affectations of old white people?
Right.
We don't want any of those things. Why should we have policies and procedures? We want to do what we want to do.
Hell with that.
Including those governing the use of city resources and personnel in campaigns. By featuring the city's police chief in uniform, Katie disregarded both the spirit and the letter of those rules.
She just didn't care.
It's not hard to imagine how serious this could become. What if Chief O'Hara were photographed with former President Trump, and that image was later used in campaign materials suggesting his endorsement of Trump's policies? The outrage would be immediate and justified. The same principle applies here. Minneapolis cannot have one ethical standard for some candidates and a different one for others.
In fact, didn't that very thing happen when Kroll was still in office?
I don't remember. O'Hara bears no responsibility for this violation. He did not authorize, approve, or knowingly participate in any campaign contribution. The accountability rests solely with Katie Cashman, who made the decision to use the chief's image in violation of policy and law. The intent of the mailer is crystal clear. It was designed to make voters believe the chief supports her when he does not. All right. Now I'm going to turn to Ward 10 in a moment. But that's Katie, old Katie. She's a cutie. She's cuter than a bug's ear. Young Katie. Hell of an educational resume and dumber than a brick fence. She's got to go. All you Minneapolis voters, a couple days now, you got your big chance. You going to straighten this out? You straighten your city out, or aren't you? Let's go to Chugtai in a moment, huh?
Yeah.
First, I want to tell you about EcoFund, where the end of the year sale includes everything, including the water equipment. In which case, if you bought water equipment, you're getting a free Triton trailer. That's $1,000 value. But it's also the end of the season sale on all bikes, scooters, and motorcycles at EcoFund Motorsports. Electric bikes on sale starting at $9.99, and EcoFund is the electric bike capital of the world. Motorcycles and scooters at their lowest prices of the year. Side-by-sides, ATVs are in stock in time for the hunting season and winter plowing. Yamaha and Kawasaki models in stock, ready to go out and ride. EcoFun Motorsports. It's on Highway 97 in Forest Lake, immediately west of Interstate 35. And EcoFun Motorsports down in Burnsville on the Service Road of Life near County Road 42. And a real toyland of a website. EcoFunMotorsports.com.
Reavers here once again for my guy, Mr. Money Talk, Josh Arnold. Does thinking about retirement make you uncomfortable? Well, sometimes the anxiety from wondering if you've saved enough can be overwhelming. But what if I told you that you could ease those tensions in just 48 minutes? Well, Mr. Money Talk is going to be able to sit down with you and get you on the right track for your financial future. Josh has navigated it all when it comes to uncertain market and economic conditions, and he'll always provide straight talk, never sugar-coated advice on how to reach the finish line with your retirement goals. Don't let your financial worries give you an ulcer or keep you from calling Josh right now. His 48-minute, no-obligation consultation could be just what you need to feel better about your future. Call Josh today at 952-925-5608 and set up your free 48-minute, no-obligation consultation. That's 952-925-5608.
Investment services offered by Josh Arnold Investment Consultant, LLC, a security investment advisor. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. All investments involve risk. All comments and opinions are Josh Arnold's and do not constitute investment advice.
Chris Reavers is a paid endorser.
The earth is not your mother. The Joe Souchere Show.
Does every little thing need a full explanation on why it works? For instance, isn't it enough to just say, can I just say Seafoam works? See you later?
Yes.
That's right to the point.
Do I have to put on the lab coat and the gloves and get out the dry erase board? Let's break it down. Here's how it works. Case in point, I have no idea how this worked, but a guy named Shane Schaefer spent 2 years on a custom build of a giant Unimog on steroid. Big, giant thing that...
Describe Unimog for us.
Oh, it's just a big... Gabe?
Off-road vehicle.
It's kind of an off-road, semi-looking troop carrier made by Mercedes and Daimler, and it's just this giant, goofy-looking thing. It's really cool. If you need to drive, I would say if you needed to drive across the peat bog, I'd pick a Unimog. So this guy's working on one. He gave up, almost stopped the project, then one day after dumping in many applications of Seafoam, he put the key in the ignition for the very last time, gave it a turn, and boom, the motor fires up. And he credits Seafoam for saving that project. I want to thank GLer Greg Emfield for that story. And thanks to Seafoam for working in mysterious ways and solving weird issues with our cylinders. I have no idea how it worked to get that Unimog fired up. I'm just happy to know it works. We all know it works because we use it in so many different ways on a daily basis. So next time you're in your local NAC hardware store or any store with an automotive chemical aisle, grab a can of Seafoam and treat those cylinders. Let it work its wisdom on your cylinders. A wonderful product in a world of bad gas. Seafoam.
With the exception of Latricia Vita and probably Michael Rainville, I think voters would be crazy to vote for any incumbent in Minneapolis.
Oh, no question.
But so in Ward 7, there's a fighting chance that Elizabeth Schaefer is grounded in reality, when it's quite clear that Katie Cashman is not. How about Ward 10? You've got a woman running named Lydia Millard. If you want Chugtai back, I don't know what to do for you. She's not a very... Well, there's a letter in the Minneapolis Times.
I'm out.
What?
I got... Gabe just showed me some major breaking news.
Uh-huh.
We lost Marjorie.
Really?
106.
Oh.
I don't know how. I don't know why.
Marjorie Johnson. The key to Garage Logic at the Minnesota State Fair with Marjorie Johnson.
That hits.
Wow. Well, 106. I can deflect the blow.
She's got a full life. Yeah, right.
She had a wonderful, wonderful life. God bless you, Marjorie.
We'll miss you.
Oh, my. Isn't that something?
I mean,
Marjorie
we still had her on the
Johnson.
phone at the fair, but
Yes,
she
we
was
did.
still...
No, it was the day before we were at the fair.
Chris, get all that audio ready.
Take we put this in a pie crust, but we bake it.
Here's one for you.
Okay.
All right.
Right.
And I'll take one here. Now we put
and then
this.
you put put this all in.
And you want a ribbon for this?
I want a ribbon on pie crust. See, Joe. I want a ribbon for my apple pie and blueberry pie. And I hear that you don't eat fruit.
I'm not a big fruit guy.
Oh, see, you get so much energy and all those good vitamins.
I think you're eating too much fruit. I want to cut down on your fruit. You got too much energy, sweetheart.
Hey, listen,
and what's that? What's that?
Now this is more crushed candy back.
She mentioned your name on Leno.
Yeah.
She probably died of exhaustion from baking.
You think she
finally
still
wore out?
Something was still in the oven this morning?
I wonder what the last thing she baked was.
Oh, I'd like to know.
I
that.
still have one of her tins out here. You know, I'm hanging on to it.
You should
put it on the wall.
That's
a wall
collector's item.
Two appearances that just thrilled me to the core. Number one, her sitting next to Sharon Jones of the Dap Kings.
Hi, Marjorie.
Hi, Joe.
Now, Marjorie, we have a special guest. You are the first guest, of course, because that's tradition.
That's tradition, yeah.
But you tell me when you're ready, Rook. Sharon Jones and the Dap Kings are at the Leinenkugel stage tonight. Bring up Sharon Jones, please. She had to arrive early. Oh, yeah.
She shimmered her way out.
Hi, Sharon.
Shimmied.
Good. Now, Angie will help you with a headset.
That's me. Open the door. I thought you left, Lee. What you doing back here?
Oh, yeah.
Listen, baby, they have stole my car.
Who's Lee, Sharon?
That's Lee Fields.
Take it down. Sharon, I'm really thrilled to meet you. This is Marjorie Johnson.
Hi,
Marjorie, how you doing?
I'm doing real good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Marjorie's a champion baker at the state fair.
Okay.
But Sharon, you are a champion funk, blues, whatever this is. What is it? It is fantastic.
We call it soul, funk, R&B.
And you're from Augusta, Georgia.
I was born in Augusta, but I've been raised in New York.
Right. Mm-hmm. You didn't pay any attention to James Brown when you were a kid.
Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah.
I paid a lot of attention to James Brown.
Yeah. What are you? Is this one of those 30-year overnight successes?
No, it took more like 52 years of success.
Yeah?
Yeah. But I think things started happening to me like 12 years ago, really.
Okay.
I had to hit 40 to,
Did you put the Dap Kings together?
Well, actually, the Dap Kings was sort of together in 12 years ago as the Soul Providers.
Oh, okay.
And that's when Lee Fields came in. So I came in to do background for him.
Right.
And I end up now being the head leader of the...
Will the Dap Kings be with you tonight?
Yes, they will.
Now, do they also work with Amy Winehouse?
They was the one that worked with Amy. I didn't work with Amy.
No, you don't want to work with Amy. You got your own thing.
Yeah. But I think Amy said I inspired her a lot.
Really?
Just coming up with this new funk and R&B stuff. So.
Yeah. Is this your first time in Minnesota?
Yes, it is. It's beautiful. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I just had a little hog on the log thing over there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Now, what kind of set will you do tonight?
Well, hey, our set.
Yeah?
It's just a funky set. That's what I call a little funky. If y'all there, make sure you got some dancing shoes.
Yeah.
Don't be shy.
You have some more, Sharon, to give people an example. We play your music on the show all the time.
Thank you.
Yeah. You might do this.
This is my personal favorite.
Yeah.
You can sing along if you want.
It's hard to lip sync.
You know this song, Marjorie?
I don't think she know that one. No.
Listen to her, Marjorie. She's going to start singing.
Okay.
Just like a bird,
now.
baby. Just like a bird.
Let's listen, Marjorie. Oh, yeah.
Do I have to wait for you?
Oh, Sharon, you are so good.
I can feel it.
You like that, Marjorie?
Yeah, that's
Isn't
not
that
bad.
nice?
No, yeah. So much of it sounds just like a lot of noise. I've heard that. It really does.
No, clarify that.
We're off
She
to
said
our
mine
usual
doesn't
start.
sound like a lot of noise.
No,
Thank you, Marjorie.
that sounds nice.
We
yeah.
try to make good music. That
Right,
music that you can
yeah,
pop
that
your
is,
fingers
right,
in.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. We do it. We just play them for bumps. Marjorie's been on Jay Leno and all over the place.
I didn't make Jay Leno, but I did make David Letterman.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did you?
Conan O'Brien.
Yeah.
Conan had me back twice.
Really?
Oh, boy.
Will you start playing bigger arenas?
We have already started playing a lot of bigger arenas. I did Central Park Sunday.
Oh,
At the
that would have
Summerfield.
been fantastic.
It was the last of the season,
Right.
summer job, and it was
Right.
like 6,000 people there. At
Right.
least, yeah.
Are you now on an endless tour?
Well, this one is I mean, I've been on a tour since October,
Right.
the 6th, since the album came out, since I
Okay.
did the Apollo. But this week, we just here doing the fair tonight,
Right.
tomorrow.
Right.
And then we're leaving to go to San Francisco to do the old Oakland, another outside festival.
Okay.
So, yes, we've been doing festivals.
But home is in New York, not Augusta.
No, home is in New York. I left Augusta when I was like 3 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it Daptones Records that's doing the
Yes.
doing the
Daptone.
albums? Daptones.
Daptone.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Well, we knew you were in a hurry. We wanted to get you
Well,
on
thank
quickly,
you.
and I know many GLers will be staying around
All
tonight.
right, y'all.
You're
Stay
going to
on.
go on at 8:30.
8:30.
Yeah, and you'll play for at least 3 or 4 hours.
No, well, no.
Yeah.
At least an hour, maybe. Whatever. How long the festival allow?
Do you have a family, Sharon?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
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 I mean, husband, kids.
Oh no.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I thought you meant my mother, my sister.
No, I figured you had a mother and father at some point.
No, I guess the music, kept me out here.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard to find a husband when you're on the road a lot.
Right.
You know.
Right. Can you play something else, Rook? As long as we have the Queen herself here. Oh,
man,
please,
oh,
please,
man.
Please. Teresa's got nothing on you.
Makes my heart melt like butter.
Some love makes you helpless. Some love makes you strong.
You like that one, Marjorie?
Yeah, that's nice too. Yeah.
And some love makes you do right. And some love makes you do wrong.
Just show us what it'll be like tonight. Just stand up. Just show. Just show. Sharon, you don't know how in love with you I
I'm
am.
only 4'11", y'all.
Second to Marjorie, I love
Yeah,
you.
right.
I carry myself tall, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is it. But I have a lot of energy.
Oh, yeah.
I
Yeah,
run around
yeah.
the stage a lot, so I don't want to be standing there like this going,
No. No.
I'll be into it, Oh, baby.
Oh.
Like singing, like, I put all that stuff in it,
Yeah.
How about this preview? How about this preview? Here we go. Let's do this one again.
All right. He just wants to see Sharon move. Yeah.
This is right.
Now, this story is about how long I had to deal with a relationship that was in my life.
All right.
And I think I dealt with that relationship a little bit too long. And so
How
this
long?
tune came up.
Yeah.
How long do I have to wait for you?
Right.
Before a girl like me just can move on.
Right.
How long do I have to wait for you, honey, before a girl like me can move on?
Hey, did you make up the song or
Well,
write
actually,
You know what? She's spilling out her heart, Marjorie.
Marjorie, she's crying about a broken relationship.
But I want to know if she wrote it.
No, actually, you know who wrote this song? My
No.
bass player. I went to my bass player, Bosco, with Gabriel Ross.
Yeah.
And I was like, this relationship, I was telling him
Right?
about the guy and how he was doing. He was
And then
like,
he wrote a special.
he wrote a song
need to
for
bring
me.
it up.
He said, you
Oh,
know
wonderful.
what? Next time you think about this guy here, and you can go sing it so I can sing it.
Oh,
And,
that's great. That's
you.
great. Yeah.
She's getting sick of it. That's okay. We'll switch to a different song here.
And is Lee with the group?
Well, actually, Lee Fields, he's comes in and do some more recording. Hopefully,
Right.
like he'll be on the next album.
Right.
But he comes in with us every once in a while and do a song. And if we have a big festival like at the Apollo,
Right.
Him and I did a dedication to James Brown.
Okay.
And we like split Man's World. You got to
Yeah.
hear my version of Man's World. I love it.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Have you ever met Al Green?
I didn't get to meet Al Green, but the guys, my horn players,
Right.
are on his album
Okay.
a few months ago. And I went in to do a song, but I don't think he chose that song to be on his album.
Okay.
And but I didn't meet him. I'll get to meet him hopefully. I met
Right.
Mavis Staples, Solomon Burke.
Oh, yeah.
I got to meet Mr. James Brown
Yeah.
before he passed away.
When's the next album?
When we
In the
finish
fall?
touring, yeah, we
Well,
figure
this
by
is
the time.
fall, yeah.
Well, no, let me just say by next year, hopefully.
Oh, yeah, all right.
When we go in, probably September, October, November, December,
Will that be number 3?
Number 4.
Number 4.
Number
All right.
four.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
You two girls hit it off, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yes, we did. Right, you did.
Right, yeah.
I'm gonna
You're
make
not
sure you
so
get my-
tall either, are
I
you?
know. I'm like 4.
It just occurred to me you're both the
But
same
Marjorie, I
height.
carry myself tall, though. I carry myself tall. That's what you have to
I
do.
try to, yeah.
When you walk in a room, your head is like you
Right,
jump, like you're gonna hit your head on the,
Right,
on the
right, yeah.
ceiling,
Now, Sharon was teaching Marjorie how to sing, and this is what we recorded in the back.
All right. This is...
Uh-huh.
Marjorie's singing backup.
She said, what?
the L and he teased me.
Well, I'm pretty good.
A man like that man.
Oh, yeah.
Don't like no correction.
Who's your drummer, Sharon?
My drummer's Homer Steinweiss.
Homer Steinweiss.
Yeah, we call him Funky Foot.
All right. And now, if I have seen Amy in concert on TV, is that Homer I'm seeing?
Yeah, one of the ones with the guy with the little curly hair.
Yeah.
They showed her, you know.
Who are the guys that do the moves that don't play instruments? Your guys.
My guys.
Yeah.
The trumpet players and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah.
that. Yeah, that's Dave Guy, Neil Sugarman, and Ian Hendrickson Smith.
Okay.
Those are my horn section.
All New York guys?
Yeah, they all from New York. You know, they've born somewhere else, but a
Yeah.
lot of us live in New York.
Yeah.
New York based.
All right. Sharon, I can't thank you enough for stopping
Thank you.
by.
Thank
we look
you.
forward. Sharon Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
All right. Thank you, Mark.
Marjorie and Sharon. Who would have ever thought we'd have Marjorie and Sharon Jones on the same stage?
Let's see. I'll get down. Let me see.
Let's see. We're going to measure height here.
Oh, not too bad.
That is, that's uncanny.
The closest you've ever been, Marjorie.
You need help, Marjorie?
No, I got
All right.
I'm
Sharon, I love you. You're the best. Thank you very much. Yeah. Thanks, Nanny. All right.
Both those women are no longer with us.
We lost
2016, right?
Yeah, 2016 in Cooperstown, New York. She was.
They were in Cooperstown?
She died in Cooperstown.
That's where the Baseball Hall of Fame is.
Yeah. Her memorial service were held at Brown Memorial Baptist Church in Clinton Hill, New York in 2016, and then in Augusta, Georgia later on.
And now Marjorie.
So she was probably waiting at the pearly gates for Marjorie to get in there.
It's about time.
Little
Yeah,
reunion
right.
tour. How did you beat me so long?
By 9 years.
Yes.
Marjorie was born in 1919.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't enter her first baking contest until she was in her 50s. Collected more than 3,000 ribbons.
You know, I had the pleasure of going to her house.
Yeah, where everything was.
She had a kitchen designed specifically for her.
Well, wouldn't you if
so
she was
everything,
that good of a baker?
every table was lower than a normal table. The cupboards were lower so she could reach them. Everything was perfect.
That must have set Lee back a dime or two.
The day,
long-suffering Lee.
Yeah.
The day that she started grilling you, like you were under the Klieg lights, about how much money you made, where you live, the features of your house, and you started sweating and trying to wave her off, and she just kept on talking like she couldn't see you. Oh my God! I loved her so much after that.
Kenny, that may be coming up on the program.
I'll tell you something.
Your reaction, Joe. Oh my God!
I remember standing behind Joe going,
Oh.
I can't believe this. This is amazing.
But wasn't the appearance of Sharon Jones and Marjorie, weren't they the two most different women in the world?
On the planet.
Easily.
On the planet?
Easily.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you got them to do the
And you know what it
back-to-back.
was? Lovely.
It was fantastic. Yes.
And Sharon singing along with herself, and Marjorie interrupts her.
Well, that's a nice one.
That sounds like a lot of noise. In 2009, Marjorie won the Martha Stewart's first pie contest and showed Martha how to bake her prize-winning pie on the Martha Stewart Show. Her first appearance on national TV was the Rosie O'Donnell Show in November of '96.
She gave Rosie a GL map.
Yeah, she was a featured guest 12 times until Rosie ended her show in 2002.
Huh.
And she went on with Leno. She went on with Letterman.
I didn't know that she gave Rosie O'Donnell. I knew she was on the show. I did not know she gave her a map.
Yeah. Great Living American, huh? She now has Great Living American status.
Well, and she's reunited with Lee.
Yep.
Long-suffering Lee is happy now.
Take a time out.
This guy wears many hats, just not indoors. Joe Souchere.
Hi. should turn my mic on. North American Banking Company is here for you. They're here for your family. They're here for your business because you know what? It's personalized banking service with North American Banking Company. And you know what? It's also a better banking experience. And you do get that feeling anytime that you walk into any one of their 6 Twin Cities locations, whether it's Roseville, 50th and France, Woodbury, Hastings, Shoreview, and also Maple Grove. Personalized banking experience. And that's been happening since 1998 when they made a promise to deliver a better banking experience for you and your family and also your business. Also, locally owned and operated. Here's why that's important. That means loan decisions are made right here in the Twin Cities. They are not sent out of state. So this helps you business owners solve problems quickly and also expand your business with confidence. They deal with numbers every single day, but you will never be one of them. They offer the same online and mobile banking options as those other big national banks, but once again, the key difference is that personalized service. So check them out online today. nabankco.com to learn more. That's their website. It's banking done differently. North American Banking Company, member FDIC, is an equal housing lender.
I can tell you how GL's relationship with Marjorie came about. GL started in April of 1993 on the radio. And what I did was inherit a system in which, in those days, well, it's still true in many cases, but producers arranged the show. Mm-hmm. Once I inherited you, I knew that wasn't going to work.
That was done, yeah. Right.
So Rook's predecessor, Christina. She preceded me there, right?
She was working with Turi.
Okay, and I walked in and I inherited her.
Correct.
And nice young gal. And every day I would come in, and all of this material that I now provide for myself was spread out. And that didn't last long. I just soon do it myself. So that was fine.
I got that speech eventually too.
Yeah, that was fine with her. But now comes the first state fair, the fall of August of 1993, and Christine was still pretty much preparing the show. And we had no earthly idea what to do at the state fair. In fact, I believe the first year, if not longer, I just sat inside a booth.
You did the show.
And did the show as though I wasn't at the fair. I just tried to keep up the show that was the normal daily radio show.
Property taxes.
A lot of radio shows still do that and consider the way you do GL at the fair to be wrong.
Yeah.
Which we have proven them wrong.
No, but that very first year, and I must have gone outside for this. Either that or maybe she was just inside. Among what Christina had arranged was this baking champion at the state fair. I said, okay. And along comes this little teeny woman.
Hold on, pause. Fellas, Rook, can you imagine his reaction when he sees on his list that he's got to talk to some lady that baked a pie? Oh, my God.
Knowing nothing about the kitchen. He doesn't even know if he's got electric or gas.
Would it be this?
Yeah. Who the heck are you?
I'm sorry, what?
No, I said, okay. And then,
I'm sure you did. Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Well, I did. What else were I going to do? I didn't know her. And in she came, and it just almost instantly became delightful because of her mannerisms, her
charm,
her size. Yes. And I believe on day one she was wearing that red dress that I've never seen her outside that red dress for 30 fairs. And it was so fun. I don't remember. You'd have to go back and find the tape of the very first state fair show of GL, but it was so fun that we had to have her the next year. And then it became a constant. We could not start the fair without her.
Yep.
And that's how it came about. And then eventually I realized I'm not going to do the regular show anymore. Why not do a state fair show?
Right.
Acknowledge the fact that we're in the middle of a fairgrounds here. Let's have the people who are here. Let's have, we had spoon players and Wacky Wheeler, and on and on and on and on. So it became a show. It became a fair within the fair. And it was just fun. It remains fun, which is why we still do it. Although our time this past year was short, we don't know what we're going to do about that. That's neither here nor there, because maybe it's time. If Marjorie's gone, maybe we should be too. Yeah.
From Steve, her son, I said, we understand if you don't want to come on, but let me know. He said, no, we don't want to come on, but you can tell everybody that she was alert yesterday and she was talking and smiling. And if you want to play any tapes, that's great, too. I said, I understand. We're going to miss her. She's going to have a celebration of life next summer, and we can let you and Joe know about it.
Oh, we'll be there.
Yeah, for sure.
I went to Lee's celebration at Gloria, or what's the big Mount Olivet.
Mount Olivet, okay.
Yeah. Oh, we'll be there with bells on.
Well, it's charming that she was still smiling and talking yesterday, but then that...
Matt, when you're 106, sometimes you just cash it in.
Got it.
Yeah.
So think of that. So when she first appeared on your show, she was 74?
Well, you can do the math.
That was 32 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're making us feel old.
Wow. But the energy alone.
An energy that she retained until maybe 2 years ago, in terms of when's the last time we had her in person?
I think it was 3 years ago.
Yes.
She didn't come the last two.
Because we had her on the phone the day before we went out there this year. And then last year out at the fair, we had her on the phone.
So we had her when she was 103.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she still had energy.
Yes.
She would have had energy this year, but, you're dealing with, when you're 106, you got to watch bones and crowds and, falling down. Or
Well, there was a couple years she joined us on the phone because of just COVID and being kind of worried about that aspect of it.
Well, thank you, Marjorie, for everything you did for us.
Yeah, our condolences to the Johnson family.
Let me read this Wikipedia page. I thought it was interesting. Marjorie Eleonora Johnson, born August 9th, 1919. The Blue Ribbon Baker is an American baker from Robbinsdale, Minnesota, born in Hennepin County, Minnesota. First made famous through her guest appearance on KSDP Radio's Garage Logic. She has since appeared on numerous talk shows, including The Tonight Show with Jay Leno, The Rosie O'Donnell Show, The View, and The Kelly Clarkson Show in September 2019. At age 100, Johnson has won over 2,500 fair ribbons, including over 1,000 blue ribbons and numerous sweepstakes ribbons. In 2007, she became the newest correspondent for the Jay Leno Show, or The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. She brought her homemade cooking to such events as the MLB All-Star Game, the NBA All-Star Game, the Emmy Awards, and the Grammy Awards. She published the book, The Road to Blue Ribbon Baking with Marjorie, in 2007.
Wow.
The only thing I do know that she had one regret. Mm-hmm. She never got to go on with Regis. I remember her saying she wanted to get on the show and meet Regis, and that they just never coordinated.
Oh, boy, that would have clicked.
Yeah,
it ends with Marjorie was 4 foot 8 inches tall.
Given everything we discuss, she's the Minnesota that no longer exists.
Oh, my goodness gracious, yes. Wow.
She's the Minnesota that doesn't happen anymore.
One of the...
she fattened her loot, She would slip a pie into a local fair, just to pick up another ribbon. She worked all the angles.
One of the first times I started working with you guys, I was running the board back at the station while you guys were out at the fair. Mm-hmm. And I remember, because it was my first time listening to you interview Marjorie at the fair, and one of the quotes that you said that always has stuck with me 15 years later, whatever it's been, is she's going on and on and on, and Joe just mutters, runs on 2D batteries, meaning she ain't stopping, ladies and gentlemen. Marjorie runs the interview, not me. That was such a great line.
Kenny, on that Wikipedia page, if you scroll down, there's the references number 2, KSTP TV. Marjorie Johnson interviews Suzanne Summers. I would love to see that. You can't click on the link.
Oh, it's dead. It's a dead link.
Wait a minute.
Bummer.
So she had her own.
I don't know how or
she
why.
was probably on Twin Cities Live or something.
Because why did she not ever get a shot at having her own show? Given the kind of character that she is.
Can you imagine trying to get Marjorie to take a break?
Oh, my God. It'd be worse than Royce.
She got to know my kids.
Yeah. She always asked about them.
Yeah, she'd sit back in the green room and they were working for us or whatever. And she got to know the kids.
She was engaged. That's what she was.
She was great. She was the Minnesota we no longer have. She was to me, she's right up there with Paul Bunyan.
Sounds like somebody just found the title of his column.
No, but she's right up there with... Who are the great figures of Minnesota? Hubert Humphrey, Paul Bunyan.
Judy Garland.
Well, yeah, Judy Garland. But Judy Garland didn't stay here. I'm talking about...
The Mondales.
Born and bred and never left. She never left Robbinsdale.
Stan Hubbard.
Yeah. You talk about the Mount Rushmore.
The Mount Rushmore of Minnesotans would have to include her.
Oh, for sure.
Would have to.
She needs more than a bench, more than a street
now, at the
or an
state
avenue.
fair,
she needs a building.
She needs a building. 100%.
And I was disappointed when I first broached this to the people who replaced Jerry Hammer. I said, we got to get serious about some means of honoring Marjorie Johnson. And nothing came of those early discussions. I'm going to have to reignite them.
Renee Alexander is her name. Renee Alexander is the new GM.
Okay, I got to talk to Renee again.
Manager.
And find out what it takes. You should be naming the where did she display her wares, her goods? What was that? Not the agriculture building. The what would it be called?
Question. I want to not guess. I'm going to find out.
Because that should be renamed for her.
And that was such a disappointing answer when she brought up the monetary aspect of it. I thought that was classless.
Well, I'll pay, but not.
But it's Marjorie. No one should have to pay anything.
I know we'll bring it up again, and maybe it'll all work out.
Okay, let's hope so.
But I think the building she deserves. If she's on the Mount Rushmore of Minnesotans, she gets more than a bench.
Right.
She gets a building.
It looks like it's the Creative Activities Building.
Okay, should be the Marjorie Johnson Creative Activities Building.
150%. Yes. In fact. Just
there's no name on it now. It's not like you're establishing
Correct.
You're not bouncing somebody else off.
Well, it's like the education building. It's going to be the Heather Mueller.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I tell you what, here's what we'll do, Joe.
What?
Rook and I just had a little meeting. You front the money for the Marjorie Taylor building.
Yes.
Rook and I will front the bench.
I'm not
I'm
not fronting any money for a Marjorie Taylor building.
What did I just say?
Marjorie Taylor.
Sorry,
Marjorie Johnson.
My God,
Who's
I'm sorry.
Marjorie Taylor?
The crackpot.
Don't we know people who are on the State Fair board?
Yes, we do.
I think we do.
I think we do.
I think we can make this happen.
And I think you should start that conversation.
I will.
Us.
I will.
And let me tell you something. She'll be better at it than you would.
A little more diplomatic.
Right. That was the word I was looking for. Yes.
Really?
Somewhat more diplomatic.
Yeah.
Really?
Because I've stormed into her office before and said, you need to call those blankety blanks and tell them blankety blank blank blank. And then you see her quote in the paper a week later, and it's that is not what I recommend.
In fact, Kenny, isn't she the originator of one of her favorite things? Is shh.
Yeah.
Kenny, I got it.
Calm down. Can you take it from here? Calm down. Yeah. Calm down.
Let me tell you something.
Rest in peace, Marjorie.
Oh, it's just
maybe that's why she left. It was getting so bad in Minnesota. She said, "I'm out of here."
I tell you what, God's having some good eating today.
Yeah.
I bet she never had a stressful moment worrying about politics.
No.
I'd be shocked if one of her kids told me that. Oh yeah, she was really worried about. I don't think she was. I don't think she was.
wanted to bake.
She wanted.
That's all she wanted to do.
Yeah. I'm here for Bradshaw and Bryant. They're personal injury attorneys. If you're like me and many other people, you may not know what to do if you're ever injured in an accident. Insurance companies and adjusters are tough to deal with. You need a team. That's where Mike Bryant comes in. Mike Bryant from Bradshaw and Bryant. They got people. They'll explain your problem, your rights, represent you, and help you through a difficult time. Mike is a super lawyer in the state of Minnesota. That's according to Minnesota Law and Politics, and they're the arbiters of such fame. I hope you're never in an accident, but if you are, call Bradshaw and Bryant at 800-770-7008 or go to minnesotapersonalinjury.com. Your case evaluation is free. And please don't be a part of the problem. Don't text and drive or drive distracted. That's just common sense from Bradshaw and Bryant.
Play for Patrick Positive Thursday is here already. It's brought to us by Schoonover Body Works and Auto Care. They are the official shop of Garage Logic. They're in Shoreview, 1060 County Road E. All things related to auto care can be had at Schoonover. Well, so, hi, Mike, by the way. How you doing? Welcome to GL.
Hi, Kenny. I'm doing great, and thanks for having me again today.
We're gunning for over 200, and by gunning, I mean we're inviting over 200 kids age 13 to 24 to the next screening in Roseville. Did I get that age range right?
You did. It's new. We've lowered it down to 13, so it's going to take us a couple more times to get used to it. But no, 13 to 24 at Roseville Area Middle School on November 15th. And we want people to register today, ASAP, so that we can fill it up weeks before we even have the event.
How many do you have so far?
We have 100, and I think we're up to 140 something.
Oh, wow!
So we're doing really good, but we want to be locked and loaded and ready to roll. Weeks ahead of time. This will be the first time, if we can, be full before the event even starts.
So the event, like you said, November 15th, Roseville Area Middle School. That's 15 County Road B2 East, Roseville. You have room for over 60 more. I know you can squeeze in over 200. So we need 60 kids or more to register. And what I want everybody to do is go to the website, playforpatrick.org, click on screening information, and you'll find all the information you need to get yourself ready for this screening, including what happens on the day of the screening, which is really helpful. And you know what? Allow me a second here, Mike. While you're on that website, bounce around, check it out. Click on the About Us and learn why Play for Patrick came into existence and the good work they've done so far, and the good work you guys have done with supplying different organizations and schools and whatnot with AEDs. That is really impressive to me. And while I'm rambling on, I just want to say one more thing. You guys teach CPR at these screenings. There. Now I'm done talking for a while. Your turn, Mike. That was a lot.
Okay, I don't need to talk anymore. Hey, you're the professional.
I couldn't shut up there. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. I'm just going to stay in my lane and let the experts do what they do, like you. So, no, you're spot on. So, yeah, we're gonna do some preventative stuff by doing a heart screen, and then we're gonna do some more preventative stuff in case somebody suffers sudden cardiac arrest. Hopefully they'll be in an area where there's an AED and people know what they're doing to save those folks. So, Patrick's doing a lot. He's helping a lot of people. He's saving a lot of people, and we're pretty proud of the work that the foundation is doing, and all of the volunteers and all of the donors that have supported us over the years. So we're really fortunate, Kenny. So thanks a lot for saying all that stuff.
You just touched on the things I wanted to touch on. I clicked on how to help on the website, and you can, of course, volunteer if you're a medical professional, a cardiologist, a nurse, whatever. You can volunteer there. You can donate. The funds and everybody's been so generous so far, but the funds go to future screenings and getting those AEDs. And if you're in a school or in an organization, you can host a screening. So again, go to playforpatrick.org and help out this great, great charity. Do you think we covered it all?
I think we did, Kenny. Thanks a lot.
There's just one more thing I want to mention, GLers, and that's your automobile, your ride. Anything you need for your vehicle can be had right there at Schoonover Body Works and Auto Care in Shoreview, the official shop of GL, always rated as one of the Metro's top shops. The website, schoonoverbodyworks.com. Thanks, Mike. Have a good one.
Thanks, Kenny. Thanks, GLers. You guys all have a good day.
You cannot stop him. He'll just make a move. Joe Souchere.
I'm not. Anything I could talk about right now would be the antithesis of talking about Marjorie Johnson.
Oh, for sure.
What do you got?
So this was from, I remember this year. This is from 2011. Remember, she could not join us on the first day because she was out. She was traveling.
Probably by then she was a superstar.
Correct.
Yeah.
So she
all she could do to remember us.
Yeah. She right, long forgotten. So she ended up joining us a couple of days later. So obviously the first day would have been that Thursday. So I think she joined us that following Monday on the show.
Thank you for coming out this evening.
Commencing Garage Logic segment number 2.
Come on down to the disco, all right?
Yeah, right. Remember Bubs?
Boy, I'll tell you what, Marjorie, we got to put your headphones back on. And while you're doing that, let me tell you that today Garage Logic is brought to you by RF Moeller Jeweler.
Oh.
And that accounts for this extraordinary photograph here that depicts when I broke Moeller's ankle playing golf. You can see that I destroyed the club. He's wearing a cast. He's very angry at me, but we've gotten over it. And RF Moeller Jeweler in Highland, Edina, and they're also downtown Minneapolis.
Oh, they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. You say so casually. They've gotten over it, or he's gotten over it. I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so. You've got a life-size portrait of an ankle that's swelled up the size of a small watermelon.
Oh my gosh.
When I hit it, it did sound like a melon being dropped from about 3 floors.
How did you do it? You were going to the ball and instead you hit him?
No. I hit the ball so poorly that the ball hit him.
Oh.
He was about 75 yards ahead of me and about 20 yards east of me, and I managed to hit him.
It's a funny story, Marjorie, because they were in a pretty hoity-toity area, and one of the lawyers, one of the people that was with him was a very successful lawyer, and he had a very interesting question that he asked Mr. Moeller after Joe hit him in the ankle with the golf ball. What was that question again?
We drove around looking at houses, and he kept asking Moeller which home he wanted.
Yeah.
You know, it's really good to be mayor of Garage Logic, Marjorie.
Right.
Not only because I've gotten to know you over the years, but a very kind gentleman knows that I'm a big fan of the Montreal Canadiens hockey team, and he brought me examples of their logos going all the way back to 1910.
Oh, that's cool.
Isn't that neat?
That is really cool.
Boy.
Now, Marjorie, son Steve brought you today.
Yeah, right.
And again, all your kids are nuclear physicists and doctors and scientists.
Right,
And how many of the kids are in town?
Well, 2, like Stephen, though, used to live in Woodbury, moved to Hudson. And I said, oh, my God, you're so far away. He said, it's just on the other side of Woodbury.
Sure, it's on the other side of Woodbury.
And Marlene lives out in Prior Lake.
Okay, what's Marlene do?
Well, right now, she leaves tomorrow for Japan and Taiwan. Her son, who works for Google, he learned Chinese for some reason. So he's been over. He just decided to take a 3-month vacation from his work, and he's over in Taiwan.
He's a hacker, isn't he? Isn't he a Chinese computer hacker?
No, he's not a hacker.
No, he's not.
No, but anyway,
a lot of money in it.
Yeah.
He wanted to practice his Chinese because he's been taking it. So this is his last week there. So he wanted Marlene and Roy, his parents, to fly there. So
wonderful.
They are coming back about September 8th. So they're going to mix all the fair this year.
Right. Yeah. And you've never missed a fair in how many years?
Well, I started entering in 94, so
Yeah.
I mean, not 94, 74.
74, but prior to that, you were coming to the fair.
Yeah.
Ever since you were a little kid, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah, my folks would tell me. And then in those days, I used to love to go down to where all those rides and sideshows.
The Midway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I haven't been there since I was a little kid. Oh, because if you went around, they had shows, they would come out and say what they're doing. So I just went from one to the other and saw what was going on. But I never went in because...
Did you ever go and see the Abominable Snowman?
No.
Oh, speaks no English. And I went in and I took a postcard.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, kid, that's a dime." See, didn't speak English, so it was probably some defensive lineman from Alabama with a summer job, But that's back when the Midway was really the Midway.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Real carnival stuff. You're not missing much today.
No.
It's rather sanitized.
Yeah, and they can't have things like they had back
Oh,
because
no.
there was like half animal, half.
Oh, and the crab man, he would like
half
this.
animal, half human.
The lobster family, remember?
Right. Oh, sure, lobster
Yeah, and
family.
then
They're probably living in Carmel right now.
Right. It's a good deal for them.
Yeah.
Real odd things, yeah.
But you've always enjoyed it, haven't you, Marjorie?
Yes, yeah. Oh, I'd like to go to the fair. Yeah.
And will you come back this year, or is this going to be your only visit?
Oh, no. Tomorrow I'm over there on Twin Cities Live.
Oh, for Pete's sake.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then next Thursday, I'm on Lori and Julia.
Okay.
And then Saturday, before the 3rd, that is, I'm with Belinda on Channel 11.
Oh, wonderful. Our guest, Steve, has a question for you.
Marjorie, can you hear me?
Yeah. Can you hear Steve?
No.
Can you hear me?
Wilson.
What do you do for fun? It seems like you're always working.
That's Wilson.
Yeah, and as much as I like to enter the fair, I am so glad when it's over because I've got laundry up to here in newspapers. Oh my gosh, I haven't read the Sunday paper for 8 weeks, so I got them all piled. Oh God! And then I got emails asking, or people I've been waiting to call. Oh, and laundry. Oh, gee, everything has to. I have this thing on my refrigerator which says things to be done after the fair. Oh, it just goes like this. So many things. So finally, I actually stopped baking, and because I baked all summer and there's leftovers, I don't have to bake till Christmas time because we just eat what's in the freezer.
What was the question?
I don't know.
What do you do for fun, Marjorie?
Oh, yeah. Well, you're going to catch.
Oh, what do I do for fun? I'll tell you. Yeah, wasn't it when I was on first, and they would call for the baking questions?
Yep.
And then maybe he'd say, how do you do some bread? Well, then I thought he should know about this, he should know about that. So finally I'm way over there, and you say to me, you didn't answer the question. I said, well, what was the question? But you remember, yeah, and then I come back. Oh, I got to tell you what I did.
I'm not sure your question was answered, Steve, but I think that's in her own way. It's done.
I love the answer.
Whatever it was, we loved it.
What
Yeah.
I do for fun. I love to read. Oh, boy.
But you haven't read in 16 weeks.
I know it. So, I read a little bit, but not, you know what I like in the best in the Sunday paper?
What?
Is that sheet? It's Science and Health.
Oh, yeah.
Boy, I like that. Because you see, oh, boy, I hope you're as healthy as I am.
Yeah.
You've got to exercise every day, and boy, I'm out there exercising. And then I eat, I love those fruits and vegetables. I eat fruits and vegetables like they're no tomorrow.
Right.
Yeah, and then I love to sleep, so I get my 8 hours. And then the other thing is I always think positive. And I don't know, somehow everything turns out well for me. I don't think anything bad is going to happen, and nothing bad ever happens.
Well, good things come to good people, Marjorie.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, the ride's up next.
Right. Marjorie.
What?
Thank you very much for joining us again.
so
Marjorie Johnson. We couldn't start the fair without you.
Right.
When we return, we'll have John Height's remote State Fair newsroom right here. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're right, Joe.
That's part of Minnesota that's gone. I don't see another Marjorie coming along.
You know, I was thinking about the Mount Rushmore aspect. So what did we decide? We got Marjorie. We got Humphrey.
Oh,
Don't you need Dylan and Prince?
Got to put Dylan, Prince.
You know who else you got to put on there?
Bud Grant.
You know who else you got to put on there? Sir Sidney.
Yeah, Sidney. Yeah, that's fine. But she's got to be on there.
She does, absolutely.
And
you guys are not talking about the tape, the best interview ever done. Has it been destroyed? Is that what I'm learning here?
It's going to have to take. I'm going to have to do some digging after the show today.
Which one?
It exists, though, right?
I believe it does.
She got a hold of a CJ column or something and asked Joe some very personal questions. And he started projectile sweating and squirming in his seat and really wanted to leave the stage. And the rest of us were so delighted. And when Royce found out, he just about had a hernia laughing.
And you know what else, Kenny? She's the only person on the planet that could have gotten away with it.
Yeah. Oh, without a doubt.
Yeah.
So if you find it, you got to air it at least tomorrow.
Yeah.
Open up the show with it tomorrow.
Oh, in fact, wasn't Pat in the back room?
He might have been.
I'm trying to place a year, and I can't.
I can't either.
Well, I can
because we all stared at each other.
Wait a minute. We do kind of know when the.
No, it was. I thought it was
after.
years after, though. Joe thinks it was 2008. I'm going to say it was later than that.
I think you're right, Kenny. If I'm remembering correctly, what I'm remembering.
Yeah, it was old news by the time she brought it up. Yeah.
Well, not only
but
that,
it was almost like Royce had fed her the question.
Hey, Marjorie,
I can
go out there and ask.
I can help you all.
Please help us.
The house was built in 07. And one day, CJ, who used to be a columnist at the Star Tribune, and a really dreadful one, because she didn't know how to do.
She didn't Barbara Flanagan it.
She didn't know how to do the column she was given.
She was mean.
It was just a vindictive bunch of nonsense, rather than it could have been really fun. And I always used to say, people like me should have been dying to be in the CJ column. What happened was people like me went out of their way not to be in the CJ column because it was not fun. It was dreadful. So anyway, my son,
mean like Loud Night at the Lexington.
Yeah, it's just BS.
Yeah.
So one day my son-in-law was at the house when it was being built. And in trudged Marjorie, in trudged CJ. And walking around and just going through it, or I don't know,
measuring and whatnot.
I don't know. Yeah. And my son-in-law questioned her, and she eventually left. And I think then she wrote some mean-spirited stuff about it, and that's I think what Marjorie was referring to.
Yeah.
So that couldn't have been later.
Well, and that would make sense though because she would only see you once a year. So it's stuck in her craw when she read that and then associated you with that.
Could have been from the year before. So that's why I would say it'd be 2008. Yeah.
It was
Check
later
9
than
and
that
10.
because
Check 9 and 10.
I was going to say I was running the board and I wasn't running the board for you guys back then.
It's not that big of a deal.
Oh, yes, it is.
Oh.
Yeah.
Contraire, mon
it
frere.
is the peak, the acme, the pinnacle of GL at the fair. It was the best moment you ever had at the Minnesota State Fair.
Only
Joe.
because they come to us.
Yeah, look at them switch.
We done.
Can you do me a quick favor? Just take a pause.
Okay.
Thank you. That's all I needed. Now you can do your This Day in History.
Well, the traveling linemen's, let's see.
Where are we at?
On the podcast, Kenny mentioned there is a morgue on cruise ships.
Yeah.
There are indeed morgues on cruise ships. A number of years ago, we were on board a cruise ship for 22 days between Sydney and Seattle. On that cruise, there were a number of deaths. We had gotten to know our waiter each evening. We would ask if someone else had died, and he would let us know. One evening near the end of the cruise, our waiter told us if another person dies, they would have to find a new location for the yogurt and frozen meats. Then he asked us not to mention who told us that, because the cruise line could dismiss him for saying that. All the diners at the table had a laugh about what he said. Honest to God.
So wait a minute. You said 22 days?
22 days, Sydney, Australia to Seattle.
You go on your lovely honeymoon, whatever, for a month. And for 2 weeks, you got to have Dad down in the freezer while you're.
Well, what are you going to do? That's why they apparently have a morgue.
Wow.
You know
they are
what?
now in the Straits of Gibraltar.
That cruise, though, was more like a crossing, an old school crossing.
Yeah.
22 days.
On this day,
Joe, today is October 30th.
in 1848, Henry Sibley was chosen to represent the as yet unrecognized Minnesota Territory in the U.S. Congress. He traveled to Washington, D.C., and persuaded the Committee on Elections to allow him to sit with Congress. The territory was formally created on March 3, 1849. On this day,
Joe, today is October 30th.
1924. In a rare instance of a Tong War in Minnesota, Wong Si Wing, a laundryman, was shot in Minneapolis. Tongs or merchant organizations were initially formed to protect members from encroachment by rival Chinese businessmen, but now are usually social groups.
Was he on that flight?
I'm thinking we need more Calgon.
What's Calgon?
I knew that was coming.
Come on.
Calgon, take me away.
Calgon.
Take me away.
We
Is that
need
a
more
soap?
Calgon. Ancient Chinese secret.
Is that a soap?
That was a commercial.
I don't know.
Yeah, the lady went into the Chinese laundry. I mean, it's very stereotypical.
Boy, can you throw up a roadblock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know you were rolling back then. 30 seconds.
Yeah, you were on a real
know what the hell
roll.
Calgon is. Is it a soap?
Yes, it's a laundry soap.
We too low.
His name was Wong Si Wing.
Oh, different guy.
Bang Ting Ow.
That's right. Some Ting Wong.
Something Wong.
On this day in sports disappointment history.
October 30th.
In
Something
in
Wong.
in 1968, Ren Blair stepped down as coach of the North Stars for the first time. Which he must have stepped down a couple of times.
Willie Plett played for him.
On this day,
Joe, today is October 30th.
I'm not sure Willie Plett played for him, by the way.
Oh, okay.
On this day, in 1968, what day is this?
October 30th, Joe.
1988. Steve Young's 49-yard run versus the Vikings with 2 minutes left. Who did he play for?
The 49ers.
Well, they won 24-21 over our Vikings.
That run, by the way, remember he had his helmet ripped off of his face for like the last 30 yards of that run, too.
On this day,
Joe, today is October 30th.
in 2020, Gopher, Maryland, blown lead, miss kick. I don't know what that.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. On this day,
Joe, today is October 30th.
2023, the Wolves blew a lead and set an NBA record for first and second half points. I don't know what that means either.
What does that mean?
That means they set a record for scoring points but still lost?
I think so.
I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. And God bless you, Marjorie Johnson.
A year from
Amen.
today, she'll be on this day in history, right? Wouldn't she be?
Well, in our history.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's make a note of that. How do we make a note of that? Today's what?
Send an email to the linemen. Maybe they could adjust the.
October 30.
That's right. Hey, do us a favor if you haven't done so already. Hit subscribe on the Garage Logic YouTube channel where you can watch the show each and every single day starting right around noon. And on that video channel, you can also see full segments, video shorts, behind the scenes footage. It's all there for you. Just search Garage Logic on YouTube. And then you can also follow us along on all of our social media channels, which includes Facebook, Instagram, and X. And you can also sign up for the Daily Logician. That's an email that comes right to your inbox each and every single day, and it includes the most recent episode of the podcast. Find out more and sign up today at garagelogic.com. Word. It is time once again that we check in with our guy, Mr. Money Talk. Josh Arnold is with us once again right here in Garage Logic, and now is the time for you to do the same. So do not delay. Do exactly what I did and pick up that phone and dial 952-925-5608. That number once again is 952-925-5608. When you call that number, you're going to get Josh, and he is there for you for that free, yes, I use the word free, 48-minute financial consultation with absolutely zero obligation. And he will always give you the straight talk. He will never give you the sugar-coated advice. And he is on the line with us once again right here in Garage Logic. And boy, Josh, a lot to get to today. Google, Meta, and Microsoft are spending big on AI. The Fed did cut interest rates. And boy, the president's now selling soybeans.
I think the best thing, Chris, is that the president is selling soybeans. He is selling soybeans to China, where China had said, nope, we're not taking American soybeans. And the president said, you're taking American soybeans. That's going to be a big boost to soybean farmers, particularly here in Minnesota. I think that is a tremendous, tremendous deal of reducing, we'll say, trade tensions between China and the U.S. China is part of this deal, said that they will delay any export restrictions on rare earth, and that has helped the rare earth minerals companies, at least today. And we could get some more positive news on trade between the U.S. and China over the next several months, which I believe is a big, big positive. That overall could help many U.S. companies that do business in China, and that as well as generates additional revenues for individual companies here and the U.S. in general. Very positive, but I'll say I'm taking a positive move with the president from his meeting with Premier Xi. The Fed decided to continue cutting 25 basis points, but the market did not react super positively because Chairman Powell said that the next cut is not in the bag, so to speak. And market participants were hoping for a cut now and another cut in December. I'm most happy that the Fed is stopping their quantitative tightening starting in December, and that should start to move longer-term rate down, which would be a positive for the mortgage market. A positive for the mortgage market, and hopefully start spurring housing. And if housing starts moving up, that becomes another positive for companies like Caterpillar, Home Depot, and Lowe's, and then even a positive for some of the furniture companies. But again, that's dependent on longer-term rates moving down, and that would push mortgage rates down, and that could be another boost to the economy into 2026. Speaking of boosts in the economy, Microsoft, Google, or Alphabet, and Meta announced their earnings. All produced results better than expected. All said they were going to increase their capital expenditures, particularly around artificial intelligence. That is going to help numerous semiconductor companies, but the reaction, we'll say, to Google was positive. The reaction to Meta was negative. The reaction to Meta being negative was more that their spending is exceeding their revenue growth rate for the first time. Tonight, we have favorites Apple and Amazon reporting, and I have the usual caveats apply. I do believe both companies could beat estimates. Guidance will be the key. And with Amazon needs to show some significant growth in AWS. We'll talk about that and more
Excellent advice as always, Mr. Money Talk. You heard him, GLers. Now is the time for you to pick up the phone and make the call for that free 48-minute financial consultation, again, with zero obligation. And you do that just like I did by dialing 952-925-5608, where you always get straight talk and never, ever sugar-coated advice. Josh, once again, thank you so much for the time and the chat. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to you again next week.
We will look forward to that news. Thanks, Chris.
You got it, Josh. Talk to you then.
Bye.
Investment services offered by Josh Arnold Investment Consultant LLC, a security investment advisor. Past performance is no guarantee of future results. All investments involve risk. All comments and opinions are Josh Arnold's and do not constitute investment advice.
Chris Reavers is a paid endorser.